I've started on another book, which I'm a couple hundred pages in, I guess. And then
Was there a break between these two books at all,
no,
or you just
no,
never put down the pen?
I tend to fall into a foul mood when I'm not doing something, when I'm not writing a book, and so I don't like to stop. And also, I'm sort of putting the long now hat on for a second. I am aware that I will not live forever, and so hopefully I'll live for a while. But I wanted to break this habit of just stopping for a whole year, between
Had you
books.
done that before?
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So I just decided to keep going. I'm also working part-time for a company called Magic Leap, which is making augmented reality hardware of a novel type. So that's also taking up a bunch of my time as well.
Framing yourself into a novel, which is sort of the original question, the idea for this one sort of percolated for a couple of decades, or a decade and a half.
Yeah.
Is that usually the case, that you've got a number of things out there percolating, and
Yeah.
one sort of comes to life, or what
Pretty
happens?
much, yeah. Like the origin of Anathem was when Danny asked me and several other people to make just back of napkin sketches of what the clock might look like.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been 1999, because he wanted it for a millennial web page. But I didn't start writing Anathem until 2005, maybe. And then Reamd was based on the story of the Filipino hacker who made a virus in, I think, the early 2000s that went viral very, very rapidly over the whole world. So that was probably another 5 to 8 year gestation period. So yeah, these things tend to kind of sit there and ferment in the background for quite a long time before, it's kind of like insects that, spend a long time in the larval state, and they come out and fly around for, a little while. Yeah.
There's one story that artists tell each other that may or may not relate here. I'm reading a wonderful memoir by Sally Mann, the photographer, called Hold Still. And in it, she mentions that photographers she knows, and I guess other artists who sort of have a big ambitious thing they're working on, and they're grinding away on it, and it's very exciting at the beginning, because it's all possibility, and some of them are starting to play out, and you realize you've got something that's live and it's taking you somewhere, and you're completely excited. But by the time you get to the end of the project, it's all punctuation. You're just grinding away and getting the last misspelling out of it, or the print that's actually half decent compared to what's in the negative, or all that kind of thing. And she said what she'd learned from some other artists, like I guess Taiwan, what's his name, that it's the healthy thing for an artist to do is, as you get to that tiresome end game, have something else starting to crank up that is already getting you excited again.
Yeah.
So you don't have to spend a whole lot of time in the, I can't believe this is dragging on so long. Can I just stop it? I hate myself, all of that. But you can go on to a new mode of excitement, and then in your spare time, finish the punctuation on the previous work. Is that what you're finding this time around?
Well, that's always been the case. And it used to be I would just get so distracted by the punctuation, literally, that I wouldn't even try to start something. But the more I do this, the more I realize that I can get bits of productive time out if I kind of budget my time well. And I'm just trying to waste as little time as possible, I
You're
guess.
here.